We've been talking about all week is trust. Had an individual on our team, Melvin Tillman, basically wanted the ball. I kind of learned a long time ago, with all the years of coaching, that when somebody wants the ball, there's a little bit of trust involved. So we designed it up to where he was going to take the ball pretty much centered up at the center, and he was going to make the decision. The only one that knew what was going to happen was Melvin Tillman. And I told him, the only thing I told him was I wanted it to go all the way down. We were going to make the call win or lose on his decision, and we trusted him. We basically said Rob was going to be on one wing, Eric was going to be on the other. And to be honest with you, I think everybody believed Melvin was going to take the shot, including Melvin. He wanted the shot, but I think what makes him a special player is when he put it down and there's, 2 or 3 seconds left, and he's getting ready to go for a shot. He was double-teamed. He hit a wide-open Eric Franklin on the wing, and Eric just had a perfect shot. So, the whole thing about this week as far as trust, that worked to a T. And I think the guys are really starting to come together right now. I think we're going to be a hard team to play the rest of the way.
Franklin hit the game-winning three with .9 seconds left on the clock. When you saw the ball go through the net, what went through your mind?
Well, I was relieved to know that they executed it the way that they pretty much felt that they were going to do it. I knew that there was time left. It wasn't a situation to where I looked at the official right off the bat. He looked at me. Of course, our guys are going to get excited. The crowd's going to get excited. My only thought was now we got to find a way to defend that last, and I thought it was about a second and a half, but I thought we had to defend that last second to come away with the win. And how many times do you watch on TV where you hit that last shot, there's time enough to make one play, the team goes down, catches, turns, and throws it and puts it in? That's what I did not want to happen. And again, as big a play as anything else was Rob Mason getting the steal on the inbound play. They didn't get that last opportunity. So the guys really pulled together on a very hard-fought game. This was a very physical game, and they took it to us earlier this year at their place. And I thought it's a big statement that they made to each other to have that big a difference. And it was a tight game all the way through, and we just had been finding ways to pull these games out this year. And these guys did it. And the whole week, things are starting to come together. And it's already right now. We can't move up a lot in our standings, but we know that we could finish better. Our goal right now is to be the best team come playoff time, and right now we've had one good week to put ourselves in that position.
Possibly the biggest play of the game, even before the game-winning shot, was Eric forcing the turnover with 24.1 seconds left. Talk about the play and what you think he did right and what you think he saw.
Exactly. I think before we even talked about the last second shot, had that play not have happened, they could have ran that all the way down. Now, what would have happened was they would have probably called a timeout, or we would have had to wait till about the 10-second mark and foul. And if they make 2 free throws, then we're down 3 points. Had he not have forced that turnover, and again, we gave up the offensive rebound. We put ourselves in that position. We had a great defensive stop. They shot, they rebounded, and they could have ran the clock out. But that play right there, in essence, set up the game-winning shot. So that has to be, part of the finish, because without that, we didn't have our last-second shot.
Eric finished with a game-high 17 points. Melvin had 16. Alex Barner and Elliott Black each had 9. Talk about the play of some of those guys and maybe some of the guys that I didn't just name.
Well, it's very balanced, as you see. We didn't have anybody that took the game over. We had a number of players that contributed. I think if you look at the stats, the difference was free throws. We shot more free throws. It's a one-possession ball game. We shot 17 free throws. They shot 7. So even though 12 of 17 is not a great percentage, we put ourselves in a position where we allowed that to make the difference. Rebounds were close. I think they had us by a couple. Turnovers were even. The shooting percentages were pretty close. This game was tight from start to finish, and it was going to come down to a one-possession game. And we decided we wanted the ball till the end. We didn't, a lot of times we like to win it on our defense. But the way the game was called, I was afraid that they'd get the ball and just start going right at the basket, and there was going to be a foul, or something happen. I wanted to make the call that we were going to have the last say. And I think the trust with that was that we were going to do it. And you could tell when we left the huddle and everybody looked at each other, they were going to win this ball game. No one knew how it was going to turn out. If I had to say, if I was going to bet, Melvin was going to take the shot. But at the same time, Melvin was going to make the decision what it was going to take to win the ball game. He made a great pass, and Eric had a perfect shot. It was good as soon as it left his hand. And I'm proud that they got a chance to experience that.
You outscored Avila 30-24 in the paint. In the first half, you had outscored them 16-8 in the paint. Talk about the play of your post players and what you think allowed you to be so successful down low.
Well, it wasn't necessarily the post players that got the points. It was the penetration. It was the attack from the wing positions. There really wasn't a lot of scoring from just the post players at the paint. So that category really didn't make much difference on either side because both teams really attacked. And the thing that was the most impressive was the number of charges. I think both teams had at least over 5 charges each, and for us, it's by far the most we've had all year and one of our weaknesses. And I think now the players are starting to show that they're willing to do the little things that we weren't possibly doing, earlier in the year. If we start doing that, we're a hard team to play.
With only a few weeks left in the regular season, what do you look for out of your team to hopefully continue a march into the HAC postseason tournament?
Right now we're not changing a thing, and we haven't changed anything. We've been patient. We've been pretty much on line of what we've wanted to do. The thing is, we haven't been coming out on the top of a lot of our games. The guys haven't lost faith. They still trust each other. Now they're having a lot more fun than they've had all year. So for us, we're just going to stay focused. We're going to continue to improve. Because we have a team that's almost entirely underclassmen. We only have 2 seniors. So our goal is to keep getting better. We're going to see how far this season can take us, and if we can't go all the way, we're going to finish it off next year. But right now, our goal is to be the hottest team come playoff time. Wherever we're seeded, which will be a low seed, we'll have our hands full. But we need to be the best team if we're going to end up going all the way. We have a long ways to go to work on that. So that's something for us to shoot for.
You hit the game-winning three-pointer with 0.9 seconds left in the game. What did you see on the play, and what allowed you to be successful on it?
Honestly, the play wasn't drew up for me. It was my teammate Melvin Tillman, and he came down, they double-teamed him, and he fouled me, and I hit it.
Before the game-winning shot, you forced a play on defense with about a little over 20 seconds left in the game. Break down the play for me.
They got the offensive rebound, and the point guard was kind of holding it where I could get my hands on it. So I just got in there, got a hand on it, bounced off his knee, went back court, and we got the ball back.
You ended with the game high 17 points and 3 rebounds. What allowed you to play so successfully this evening?
I was just in rhythm today. My teammates was driving, they found me, and I was shooting good looks, and they happened to fall today.
Your teammate Melvin Tillman added 16 points. Talk about his play in the victory.
Melvin was a big key tonight. He drove, got good layups, he was hitting pull-ups. He did it all tonight. He was passing. So he was a big key tonight.
Alex Barner and Elliott Black each had 9 points. Derek Kitch had 6 off the bench. Talk about some of the play of your teammates tonight.
I think our big man played real good tonight compared to last time we played him, but everybody stepped up, did their part. Alex, Elliott, and Kitch all got boards and did a little scoring, so that helped us out down the road.
Central Methodist men's basketball team is currently riding a 2-game winning streak in the conference. What has allowed y'all to play so successfully during the last 7 days?
Our chemistry and our trust, really. Like, we started to trust each other and pull together, and that's really what's keeping us in all these games in defense.
What will be the team's focus as you progress throughout the rest of the regular season and conference play?
Just defense and communication. We're just trying to build on every win, so pretty much communication.